want to tell you today that the lie that you need to go outside of your kingdom assignment to go and get the bag, that's the spirit of mammon whispering in your ear. Remember, the devil is a counterfeiter.
Yeah.
He's a thief. He lies and he steals. He creates nothing new. There's nothing that the devil can offer you that he did not steal from God's jurisdiction.
Wow. That's so good.
Not a single thing.
Yeah.
Whether we're talking about this, the gift of prophecy, the ability to pray in tongues, whatever. Everything was God's. He owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, right? But the devil's a thief. And what the enemy wants you to believe is it's the same freaking lie, bro, that he told Adam and Eve in the garden.
Yeah.
Dude, God just told you not to eat that fruit because he's really holding out on you.
Yeah.
He knows that if you ate that fruit, if you went and you got that job, or if you went and did da-da-da-da-da on your own, that you would be like him. And he doesn't want that. So it's like this guilty pleasure on the side when it's like, no, actually, God has a plan for me to prosper. And it's not outside of, and it's not in spite of my assignment. It's 100% in alignment and connected to my assignment.
Yeah.
It's deep stuff, bro. It's super deep. What God told me about my business was he said, Kap, your ministry doesn't need your business to be successful. Your business needs your ministry to be successful. Yeah. Dude, that was a revelation for me. Some of you are like, what does that mean? What God said to me was, because I had shared with you, like I had kind of had the cart before the horse. I was like building my digital media agency, trying to sell my services to all of these worldly clients. None of them were bad.
Yeah.
But, well, some of them were. But it wasn't like I was trying to go into the adult entertainment industry. But like, they were people I should not have been partnering with, period. God showed me, like, I was so focused on getting those sales so that eventually I could justify focusing, actually, ironically, on this podcast.
Wow.
This podcast was in my heart for years.
Dang.
Years.
Yeah.
And I started doing it, and actually major credit to, I had an employee on my team a while ago. Her name was Lauren, and she was great. She was super good with our customers. She fell in love with this podcast idea. She was like, dude, you need to go all in on this.
Yeah.
And my pushback was, I know we will win. We figure out this other stuff.
Wow.
She has since gone on to go do some other stuff, and I bless her for that. But that's never left me. Like what she said about that took me a little bit to come around the mountain to do this. So, but here we are, we're doing it now. And what I've discovered is there's this amazing thing when I went all in on creating content for Jesus in 2023, that year was the most prosperous year for me personally in my business ever.
Yeah.
Ever. And it was interesting because I was like, I literally lived it. Like I focused on preaching the word and doing what God told me to do, which at that time was focusing on the cultural commentary stuff, the reaction content.
Yeah.
Trying to help people navigate how to filter what's going on in the world through a biblical perspective. And I just started doing that. And then God blessed my business like crazy. And now I'm in a position where I'm going through a round 2 with that, which is, it's been a wild journey. But the bottom line is that can I read some scripture for you?
Yeah, please.
One of my favorite passages is from the book of Haggai, which is a book that not a lot of people spend a lot of time meditating on because it's like, it's a minor prophet. And maybe some of you are like, dude, I'm literally reading Haggai this week. And I'm like, heck yeah, well, buckle up because this is where it gets really crazy. So to summarize the book of Haggai, you have these people, the people of God, who were in captivity in Babylon for 70 years. And it was because they had been disobedient, they rebelled against God, and so that was their judgment. God was like, you knuckleheads, all right, I'm going to make you spend 70 years in Babylon to make up for all of the Sabbath years that you neglected to bring rest to the land.
Wow.
I'm basically going to make you pay up on that debt now. But remember, the Sabbath, man wasn't made for the Sabbath was made for man. So God was like forcing them into this season of rest and captivity to like get their attention again. So then he sets them free. So now they're coming out of captivity back to their land, the promised land, the land where they were meant to prosper with God. That was the promise. And this is what This is what the prophet Haggai says to these people by the Spirit of the Lord. This is what the Lord of heaven's army says. The people are saying, the time has not yet come to rebuild the house of the Lord. Then the Lord sent this message to the prophet Haggai. Why are you living in luxurious houses while my house lies in ruins? This is what the Lord of heaven's army says. Look at what's happening to you. Some of you need to just take a look at what's happening to your finances right now and ask the question, why? Why can I not make rent? Why am I living paycheck to paycheck? Or why is my business thriving, but my marriage and my family is falling apart? Why? God is telling these people, take a look, take inventory. I had a situation just not too long ago where I was like getting dinged in my business, like multiple $1,000 pulls from like a client needing a refund or clients canceling, all this sort of stuff. Boom, 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 boom. And I was like, what's happening here right now? That, like, if you don't pay attention to that, like, you're missing God trying to tell you something. God is saying, look at what's happening. It's an engine light coming up on your dashboard trying to tell you something is out of alignment.
Wow.
I was creating content the way that I've been saying, like with all these reaction videos for 2 years. And I was doing that out of obedience. God told me to. I was even like, why do people like this reaction content so much? I just want to teach the word. Like all these people just want the shallow, click-worthy stuff. Hey, if you enjoyed this clip and you want to see another one like it, you can click the video over here. And if you want to watch a full episode of the Kap Chatfield Show, you can click this one right here.